Today is my birthday, and I thought, what better way to celebrate than to finally make a Meet the Artist for the first time in, I think, 3 years. Meet the Artist used to be a yearly occurrence for me, and I would wait until my birthday, because my birthday's quite early on in the year, and so I'd wait for my birthday so that I can add my age after my birthday for that year. And I did that for, I think, 3 years, and then there was 1 year I think I made 2. So I believe that I've made 4 Meet the Artist posts, or like little drawings, before. This is my most recent one. This was back in 2019. No, it was not. This was back in 2022, back when I was 19 years old. So, you know, it's been a hot minute. I kind of stopped posting for a long time. I didn't really make art for a while. But now that I'm back into art, I am posting again. I thought that it'd be a great opportunity to do a Meet the Artist. And I've actually really been itching to do this since I first started drawing again. But I never got around to it at the end of 2024. So the closer we got to 2025, the more I figured that I should just wait until my birthday. So yeah, so this can be like the Meet the Artist for 2025, which is a really weird thing to say. I still feel like we're in 2024. At the time that I am drawing this and at the time that I'm recording this, it is not my birthday yet, but my birthday is on the Sunday that this video comes out. It's March 9th. Since my birthday fell on an uploading day, I just thought it was a perfect opportunity to just do a little Meet the Artist. First, you'll see me draw my little character. I actually drew myself in a different outfit than what I ultimately choose. So you can see that I'm wearing my little cropped black hoodie and my leggings and my red Converse. This is more I kind of want to call it my cozy or my lazy outfit, but I decided to wear something that's a little more, not formal, but like I'm leaving the house kind of outfit. This is like I'm not really going anywhere, people aren't really going to see me, so I'd rather wear something comfortable that I can just sit and lay in all day. Actually, I draw myself in 3 different outfits, but I thought that the outfit I should choose for my Meet the Artist would be the one that I would wear to present myself, like if I'm gonna go shopping, or like if I'm going to university or I'm seeing my friends or something. This is my go-to outfit. It's not because it's the prettiest outfit I own, it's more because it's the best, for me, it's the best combination of put together while also being comfortable, because at the end of the day, I do have ADHD, so there's a lot of clothing that like is just kind of sensory overload for me. I'll talk about that outfit a little bit later when you can actually see me drawing it, but this is my go-to comfy outfit without looking too lazy. Like, I have bigger hoodies and like sweatpants and stuff that I'll wear if I'm absolutely having a lazy day, but this is like my most put together lazy outfit, if that makes sense. I don't know why I'm talking about this so much, but leggings and hoodies, especially like cropped hoodies, have been a go-to for many, many years. And yeah, so I think actually every time I make a Meet the Artist, I'm just wearing a new hoodie with leggings. I do want to talk about my red Converse though. My red Converse have become like a staple of Caitlin. You know, it's become a staple of me, because I can't remember how old I was when my mom gave me them, but she gave me her old Converse that she had when she was a teenager that she never wore. So they were clean, they were unused. So I guess she just found them one day and she gave them to me. I must have been like, 13, 14 or something. I don't know how old I was, but I wore the same red Converse for so many years, and like I just didn't wear any other shoes other than like for winter, because obviously when it's snow and ice, I can't be wearing Converse. No matter what outfit I wore, no matter how lazy or how formal my outfit was, I would always wear my red Converse because I loved them. No, they're not the most comfortable shoes in the world, but that's never bothered me because I just love the red Converse aesthetic. Sue me. Last summer, they finally broke, which broke my heart because I've never broken a pair of shoes before. Despite having owned so few shoes in my lifetime, like I've always used the same shoes, especially since I've been the same size since I was like in 6th grade or something. They actually broke. I couldn't wear them anymore, and that broke my heart, and I complained about it for a very long time. And I would go on about how I felt like I like lost a part of my identity, and like I am exaggerating here, obviously, just in case someone can't tell. I just felt like a big piece of me, and I just felt kind of naked and vulnerable to some degree without these red Converse. So my sister actually got me a pair of red Converse again for Christmas, and I've gone on for way too long about a pair of shoes, but anyone who knows me in person knows how me this is, you know? Lastly, I chose a pose that is a bit more like shy and reserved. I'm not a very outgoing person. I'm not the loudest in the room. I am an introvert, and it does show. I try to work on it, but ultimately I do think that my body language gives off very like closed and maybe not uninviting, but definitely like, I don't know, I feel like it shows that I'm not very talkative. I went for that's why I chose a pose that is a little bit more like insecure. Is that the right word? I'm not sure. Anyway, hopefully by now you're seeing the new outfit, and for that I am wearing jeans and this little striped shirt. The shirt I got for Christmas, and I do love it because it's nice and it's like both tight and stretchy, so like it fits well without being too big or too small. And I am wearing jeans. I've never been much of a jeans person. I've always hated them. I hate the way they feel. Anyone with sensory issues will absolutely despise jeans. That's just how it is. So I went on a mission last summer to find a pair of jeans that didn't make me want to die when I wore them. And these are it. They are Levi's, so they were very expensive, and I hated myself a little bit for buying them, but ultimately I searched and searched and searched, and I had so many trips to the city. I checked so many stores. I bought so many online and had to send so many pairs back because nothing felt good. First of all, I am on the shorter side, so finding any that fit length or width wise, like both at the same time, is an absolute nightmare. They have very expensive jeans, and I'm such a hater for expensive clothes. I hate it. It pisses me off because clothes should not have to be that expensive. They're a little long, so I tend to roll them up just once at the bottom, so that's why it looks kind of off at the bottom there. I should probably stop talking about my character now because I have gone on and on and on about things that I don't really care about, or I care a little bit about, and you guys definitely don't care about. So yeah, let's get into meet the artist things that has less to do with my appearance. So my name is Caitlin. Take notice to how I spell it because nobody gets it right. My name is spelled in a way that I never see it spelled, unfortunately. I am 158 centimeters, which is 5'2". My personality type is INFJ. I am a Pisces. And then I have two flags here because I am actually from two countries. My dad is American and my mom is Norwegian, so I'm half and half. I was born in the US, lived there for the first 7 years of my life, and I have lived the remainder in Norway. So even though I am technically both American and Norwegian, the only thing I can really say that makes me American is my language. Obviously, English is my preferred language. You can tell by my accent. It's obviously an American accent. I obviously speak it quite well. Like, I don't sound like a foreigner because it has been my mother tongue my entire life, and that's what we speak at home. So other than my language, the only thing I really have in common with the US is, I guess, my appearance, because I did take after my dad and not my mom. I don't look Norwegian. I don't look Scandinavian at all because I'm not tall, I'm not blonde, and I don't have blue eyes. I study in the UK right now. Like, I'm studying in London. When you first meet me, you would never guess that I'm Norwegian because I certainly don't look it, and I don't sound it either. I'm pretty sure that the most people here just assume that I'm American, even though I share so little with Americans, because obviously that's not the culture I've grown up with. I haven't grown up surrounded by Americans. I didn't go to an American school. Everything about me as a person is very Norwegian. I just don't look it and I don't sound it. So if I were to pick one nationality, I would pick Norway because that is ultimately my home and I don't see the US as my home. But yeah, that was a little story time about my nationalities. I have 3 pets and I thought that I would add them. So I have 2 cats. I have Baby and Misty, and then I have a dog named Athena. These are my babies. I'll add some pictures, because who's gonna complain about cat and dog pictures, honestly? And then for my likes, I would add art, but I feel like that's just kind of self-explanatory. Like, I wouldn't be making a Meet the Artist if I didn't enjoy art. Like, I just feel like that's kind of a given. So yeah, I love all forms of art. I love video games. Oh no, I skipped one. I love books, primarily fantasy. My absolute favorites are Throne of Glass, The Cruel Prince, and Once Upon a Broken Heart. I do love video games. I love my Nintendo Switch. So the majority of the games that I play, they're all on my Switch. I'm a big Animal Crossing girly, Stardew Valley, Fire Emblem, Breath of the Wild, all those Nintendo classics. I love tea. I love all forms of tea. One of the things I look forward to most every day is just to wake up and have my cup of tea in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. My absolute favorite tea is the 4 Red Fruits tea. I love it. And I love iced tea as well. Like, I love chai tea. Like, I just love all tea. Next, I have mango. I hope this isn't like a hyperfixation food that I've added here, and then I'm gonna regret adding it a few months from now. But at the moment, I want a big like mango ride, and I have been for maybe a year, maybe longer, I can't remember. You can get dried mango in Norway. That like has been my go-to snack for so long, even though it is a little, it's pricey. Like for fruit, it's really pricey. Like, I know it's dried fruit, but like I love that. There's a juice I've been buying here in England that's like, what is it? I think it's like mango and apple juice or something like that, and I drink that all the time because it's so good. And then I've been buying like actual whole mangoes and just cutting them up and eating them because I don't know. Mangoes are underrated, apparently. Next, I have popcorn. I actually don't know if I eat it often enough for it to be on this list because I actually never eat popcorn, but I feel like it was a big part of my identity growing up because I do love popcorn. It's just not something I buy a lot. I like microwavable popcorn that you can get in Norway. I haven't really seen it much here in England. Maybe I'm just blind. I keep seeing packs of like already popped popcorn, but a lot of them have sweet flavors, and I'm not like, it's good, but that's not the popcorn I want. I want like salty, buttery popcorn. Oh, especially like cinema popcorn. That really is the best. Like every time I'd have a movie night with my family, I had to have chocolate milk and popcorn, microwavable popcorn, and I miss popcorn now. Next, I have psychology. If I wasn't studying illustration, I do believe I probably would have applied for psychology because, yeah, I am very interested in how the human mind works. In previous Meet the Artists, I've added horror or like psychological horror and stuff like that to my likes, but I didn't feel like it was right to add horror because I don't consume any horror media. It's specifically psychological horror that I'm into, because at the end of the day, it's the psychological aspect that intrigues me. I love understanding how the human mind works, how people tick. I don't know, that's just really interesting to me. But I think that's interesting to most people, so. And lastly, I have music, specifically rock. I'll listen to anything, but my favorite genre is definitely rock music. Below that, you can actually see my favorite song. It's not necessarily my favorite song at the moment, but it's one of my favorite songs of all time. Like, favorite songs kind of come and go, but this is one that has stuck with me for ever since I first heard it like 2 or 3 years ago. So I thought I may as well add it because like I haven't gotten sick of it yet, so I'm not gonna get sick of it. If you want a good taste of the kind of music that I like, just listen to the song, and anything that sounds like that is gonna be my go-to music. Which is funny because I don't feel like you'd guess that if you looked at me. Not that I'm like not that I like dress really girly or feminine or anything, but I think my art has a very, very cutesy, saturated, like happy look to it. So I feel like it's kind of the polar opposite of my music taste. And I'll be sitting here drawing like my cute little anime girls while listening to hard rock, and I do think that's a little bit funny. To my dislikes, at the very top has to be licorice. I'm not a picky eater at all. There's very few things in this world that I refuse to eat. Licorice is one of them. I can't stand it. Like, I know that like in the US and stuff you can get Twizzlers and stuff. That's not the licorice I'm talking about. I'm talking about Scandinavian licorice, black, salty. Ugh. Why does it exist? I don't know. It shouldn't though. So licorice, and then handled carrots, which is oddly specific. I can't stand it though. Raw carrots are fine, but carrots that have been handled in any way, ew. No, can't stand it. Second place, I have gore, which is a little contradictory, seeing as I do enjoy horror stuff. I can stand blood and stuff, but it's like organs and stuff. Like everything that's inside the body should remain inside the body. I don't want to see it, so I can't watch like whenever doctor shows and stuff would come on TV. Like my family knows automatically to just turn it off because I can't stomach it. I can't. Next, I have spiders. The universal thing. Nobody likes spiders. Don't lie to me. Next is moose. I know this is a weird thing, but anyone who knows me knows this. And this stems from a nightmare I had, God, years ago, where like there was like a stampede of moose just running past my house in Norway, and then one decides to just climb up a tree and it just looks at me through the window, and like that just disturbed me to my core, and I can't stand moose ever since because like it's just unnatural, you know? First of all, why were there so many moose? And secondly, why was it climbing up the tree? You know, like it shouldn't happen. And I know it didn't happen, but I dreamt it, and that was real enough to me, and I despise them. Also, they're just really ugly. They're basically ugly horses, and horses are already quite ugly to me. So like, you took something ugly and made it 10 times uglier. I hate moose. Plus, they're big. They're so much bigger than you think they are, and they're so much more aggressive and dangerous than you think they are. And they are scary. I hate them. I come from a moose country as well, so like I can actually just look out my window and see moose. That does happen. So nope, don't like moose. Next, I have cantaloupe. Again, a really kind of random thing. It's a melon. I mean, a lot of people don't actually know what cantaloupe is even. It's a melon. I'm not a big melon person to begin with. But cantaloupe is just, something about it is so nasty. I haven't had it since I was a child, but I distinctly remember despising it. So I'm not eager to try again. Next, I have sci-fi. I'm not sure if this should really be on the list because there are sci-fi stuff that I like. But I think it mostly has to be mixed with other genres, like sci-fi fantasy. That can work. That can be quite good. But sci-fi in itself, the moment anything is space or alien related, I automatically hate it. I think it's so corny. It's so stupid. It's fine if you like it. I really can't stomach it. So the moment anything is like space or alien related, it just takes me so far out of the story, and I just can't do it no more. I can't do it. And lastly, I have the cold. I am someone who runs quite cold, which is ironic because I am from I am from Norway, a very, very, very cold country. But yeah, unfortunately I was not built for the snow. I'm not built for the cold. Lastly, I have some items at the bottom here. And these are like my favorite items, or like kind of like what's in my bag stuff. They're my favorite items, and they're also the items that I tend to bring with me whenever I go anywhere. So first of all, I have my Kindle. Especially as someone who now does a lot of traveling, it's just easier to bring my Kindle with me than a physical book. Like, it's lighter. I can have multiple books inside a Kindle, you know? Like, it's just great. I love my Kindle. Next, I have my chapstick. It is a very specific type of chapstick that I get as well. Next up, I have my earbuds. Next, I have, obviously, my iPad and my Apple Pencil. My babies, I love this. I love this so much. I do the majority of my art on my iPad. So I have a little Procreate logo as well on my iPad. Next, I have a water bottle. I use a variety of different types of water bottles here in the UK. But in Norway, I would always, without failure, bring my Imstar water bottle with me, which is why I've kind of written the logo on it. So that's the specific water bottle that I have here, because it's my go-to water. And it's also just the best water in the world. So next up, I have my headphones. They're cute, they're pink. I have this more for if I want to have headphones, or if I want to listen to music or something with earbuds or headphones within the comfort of my own home. I'm just going to reach for my headphones rather than my earbuds because they're just more comfortable. And then out in public, I'll use the earbuds because it's just more practical. It's easy to carry around. I'll just throw it in my pocket. And lastly, I have my beloved Nintendo Switch. I have had this since, oh my god, I don't even know how long. 2019, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I love this Switch. Had it for so many years. I'm gonna keep it until it breaks, and the day it breaks, my heart will break with it because I love my Switch. And I have put hundreds of hours into the Switch. I love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.